Anyone could have taken it. Hey everybody, this is Arathas and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. So, gonna pick up right where we left off at the end of the last episode and our last stream. And yeah, see where things go. Because right now, there's a very good chance Luna might have gone a little crazy and started killing people.
They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna.
Also, she died, so we don't know what's going on because Luna's dead, apparently from poisoning. And Luna may or may not have killed other people. Although Fi might be right in that Luna was basically framed, or is just a misunderstanding. We'll see what happens. Hey, Starhorn X3105. How's it going, guys? Welcome. The Golem Room was fun, wasn't it, Starhor?
Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions.
You do that this whole game, though.
That could color our reasoning, and that's not good.
Pretty good. Just had a pretty rough night. May very well have been a minor case of food poisoning.
Conclusions without any evidence are useless. So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful.
Again, you have jumped to so many conclusions in this entire game with very little evidence. Ah, that could be too, Stahor. I don't know. We haven't, like, ever since Alice took it, we haven't seen it since. So you're right. It might be really shallow. I still think K's that's probably not a suit of armor on K, but I actually don't know.
Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Why you sound like you give me orders, lady?
Good.
Yeah. Man, Fi just needs to fuck right off.
Anyway.
Like, I do think I'm starting to feel like, because of the hints about, I think they called it the ABT, the thing that makes him look human. I think 5 probably is one. But I could be entirely wrong on that shit too. And I have no idea what's wrong with her brooch.
We should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
And nobody found Quark yet. Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. It felt wrong to just take it. Why? Like we were just using and abandoning her. She did, man, she did.
Is something the matter? You and Fi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know, it's just... He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
I mean, I'm not the police, so I really don't care about catching her killer, just saying. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait.
What you want now?
Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be...
Excuse me?
We might be looking at a worst case scenario. What now?
God. What the hell is wrong with me?
Someone's accessing the field. And you're right, Dio does fit like a clear antagonist, but I don't think, like, he seems Again, I might be giving these games too much credit, but he seems so bloody obvious that I can't see him as being the main bad guy. But again, we'll see. And I guess he's not, you didn't say he is the antagonist, just an antagonist. So yeah.
How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just, there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? What did you miss?
Quark.
I hope he's just a decoy, because if we get through all of this and it's like, oh yeah, that asshole was Zero, or that asshole's just he's the main bad guy like Ace turned out to be in the last game, I'll be a little disappointed, because at least with like Ace, they made him out to be a good dude for the majority of the game before shit started going down. So I really hope he's a decoy. Does not matter. Dio could kiss puppies, but he's still gonna die if you were Sigma. Quark. Oh shit. Tenmyoji's a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. This is bad, and if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized if we haven't found Quark by then.
Time. How much time do we have left? Oh no.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B.
And hope they found Quark, yeah.
Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be an everybody dies ending. Well, I guess we've only had one everybody dies ending. We've had several everybody stays trapped in here and one or two people get out ending. It does kind of feel like Fi's path, doesn't it? And I was positive it was going to be Luna's, and then she died.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
There are hints that Luna may have killed somebody.
You're late.
But there's also hints that, it was a misunderstanding type thing. We're not sure yet, Helios.
The fuck were you thinking?
Oh, go fuck yourself, Dio.
You trying to kill me?
Yes, very much so. What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tenmyoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet.
I'm not giving you the bracelet.
Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
No. Fi pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Fi's eyes never left Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
Fair enough.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
That's fine.
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
All right, fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid.
No, you don't.
A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Bullshit.
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth.
Bullshit.
Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but
Bullshit.
I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside.
He won't.
Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying, but looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over.
Honestly, Kay and Dio should just go because you're not going to get very far. Clearly, like realistically, this warehouse is fairly large. And the hallways look fairly long. This is a large facility. What the hell are you going to do in, at this point, 2 minutes? You can't really help much. Just go.
Please.
You're not going to cover a lot of ground. Kay turned to look at me and Phi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio.
Uh-oh.
Sigma, I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well. Dio and I cannot be the only survivors.
Okay, there's that too, Helios. I mean, I can see that. Dio is a pretty habitual liar. He could have lied his way into getting someone to fall for him and having a kid with him. But yeah, I don't think he cares that he would care about his kid if he had one.
I would have the two of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
I mean, again, you can't find the other people. No. What? I can't do that. Dude, you're not gonna, at this point, you had 3 minutes a few minutes ago. You're not even gonna be able to get out of the warehouse in time. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die that you can't actually help.
Use your fucking head for once.
Like this time, I agree with Dio. That like this line right here, I agree with him.
You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
I can't just leave them behind. What the fuck are you gonna do to help?
Me either. I agree with Sigma.
Oh my God, Phi, now you're dumb as hell too.
We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Oh, Jesus
idiots.
Christ. Yeah, I agree, Dio. I agree.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
Okay, look, 1 minute. You're not getting from the chromatic doors to the elevator out of this place in 1 minute. You're not even gonna make it to the other floor on the elevator in 1 goddamn minute. So...
I see. I suspected that would be your answer.
Oh, so you knew we were idiots. Okay.
You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
Is he just gonna throw us through the doors? Huh? Ugh. He just knocked us the fuck out. It's gonna throw us through the doors. Thank you, Kay. Okay, I really like Kay now.
I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
Right there. I go from being neutral on Kay to liking Kay. Just like I went from neutral on Phi to really liking her, despite the fact, like, I hate her personality, but I like her character after she screwed Dio over. Yeah.
No, of course not. I only wished to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Kay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're down to 10 seconds. What could you have done?
Bye.
Kay turned to the left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Fi and I lay on the floor moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Fi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Oh yeah, at this point the others should be dead. Well, no, there would have. I was going to say unless Quark left, like they opened the door and put Quark out, but we would have heard an announcement, so it's not that. But yeah, at this point, everybody outside of the chromatic doors is going to be killed, which is Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark if he's not already dead. I gotta wonder how powerful people think. Like, I've noticed in Japanese games and anime and all that, I've been punched in the stomach before. I've been kicked in the stomach before. Quite hard, but I have never, like, passed out or been paralyzed by a hit to the stomach. So, yeah, I gotta wonder. So yeah, really odd. Yeah, I've been winded by it, and I've been hitting the stomach hard enough to, like, you know, lose my balance and drop down to, like, my knees, but not something that completely incapacitated me. And no, not because, you know, I don't get into fights or anything. I just, big hobby I had for years was, you know, boxing. So yeah, not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Star Wars. He just has to be super strong. It's just a little quirk that I've always wondered about, because you watch anime where it's like average dude is just going to punch another person or a girl or something in the stomach to try to save them, and that's enough to knock them the hell out. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, can say I've never had that experience, Lord Lucifer. I've been kicked in the stomach quite hard due to martial arts classes when I was younger, and punched in the stomach repeatedly, you know, due to that boxing hobby. So, yeah. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but
yeah, I mean, there is a big difference between sparring. I mean, there weren't a lot of pads. There's a big difference between sparring and an actual fight, considering I've never been in an actual fight. Well, I've not been in an actual fight in my adult life. So
I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
Quite proud of that, actually. But I nodded and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Tenmyoji, Clover, Quark. Yeah, the metal fist is probably going to help too. Like I said, I can understand why Kay could do it. He's super strong. He's super fast. He's got the metal fist, all that stuff. I'm just talking in general. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a thing that you see all the time in anime that makes no goddamn sense. Like, yeah, I understand winding. I understand, you know, putting someone down for like a couple seconds, but you're not gonna knock somebody the fuck out with a punch or kick to the stomach. Tenmyoji, Clover, Quark. I hope they were all right somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before finally stood up. No, it's funny that he knocked us the fuck out and threw us through the door. I like that.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. Yeah, it can be funny. In anime. Honestly, it doesn't bother me when they do like the whole chopping to the back of the neck seems to be the second most common way of incapacitating a friend in danger to get him out or what have you. Yeah, I could see that working. Or just straight up punching a dude out. I've seen that happen a few times in anime, but yeah, the whole stomach one is just like, ugh. Well, that's a random ass one, X3105. Good God. It was a moment or two before I followed. Yeah, like I said, it was just kind of a pet peeve. Not really a big deal. Oh God, that one bugs the crap out of me. You know, I haven't actually seen a taser used that often in, you know, in anime. I don't know. The blood one, though, like, yeah. Like, what was one that I saw recently that just made me laugh? It's like, it was Arifureta, actually, the anime where I could only handle watching the first episode. Dude loses his arm and starts spewing blood out his mouth. It's like, what now? Yeah. Did you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah, it said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
But yeah, Stahor, I have seen the taser. I have seen the taser trope a lot, though, in like video games and like live action movies and shows and stuff. Haven't seen it much in anime, though. Maybe I'm just watching the wrong anime. I don't know. Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. We don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
We're gonna pull up the security camera and Kay just killed Dio. That would be amazing. Just pull up the security camera and Kay just straight up shanked Dio. That is true. It did do that quite a bit, Lord Lucifer. I didn't even finish the series. I think I got about halfway through and then it started on with its filler. But yeah, I remember that happening a lot. It's like, what the okay, sure, whatever. All right, time to look around. A yellow chair. Yes, that is what that is. Long console, there's a screen in the middle. This is probably the main console. Oh, hey, I just rubbed it a little and it turned on. Dude, phrasing. Phrasing, Sigma, phrasing. I don't think the rest is gonna be that easy though. Look at that screen. Oh, it looks like a login screen. I think we need to put in a password. All right, I'll give it a shot. Let's look around a little more. Maybe we can find some kind of clue. Right. I gotta agree, that does bug me too, Stahor. That whole trope of in anime where it's like, oh, I've got this incurable disease that's gonna kill me one day and I'm always coughing blood. But damn, it doesn't affect the rest of my body, so I'm gonna murder everybody I run into. It's like, last time I checked, diseases especially don't work that way, but okay. Speakers. Yeah, that's way too many speakers for the size of this room. They look pretty normal. What kind of speakers do you have, lady? I hope you mean the like appearance, not size, because goddamn. Huge speakers. That's a big screen. Blank though. I don't think the power's on. I would hate to be in this tiny ass room when those turned on though. A chair. Yes, and a green one at that. This one's the same. I barely touched it and it's ready to go. You're doing it on purpose, Sigma. You have to be. Yeah, it's showing the same thing too. Some binders. Damn, I don't understand a word of this. It looks like some kind of code. All of these binders are like that. Shoot. Looks like we've got 9 switches. There's a little Thunderbolt icon up here. I guess these are a bunch of power switches. They're all red. Does that mean they're all off? Bet you try and flip some of them. All right. Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of a starting up sound. Turn everything on. Surprised you didn't make a comment about that. Why the hell? The first step. There's a red line. Second, magenta. That's a third step, which extends out onto a small landing. There's a cyan line. That's cool. I'd like to. I want to know who killed him. I hope so. The fourth step, the fifth step. Okay, cool. I don't know. Dio's a. Oh, hey. Dio's an ass, but he also strikes me as the type of person who wouldn't directly get his hands dirty. You know what I mean? Just based on what we've seen so far. Oh, he didn't make a sex joke this time. It just switched on. Yep, nothing at all. Okay, we'll go back to the screen in a second. I want to see this over here. I wonder what this is. Don't know. Looks like a machine of some kind. Hopefully nothing bad. Tall machine, no idea what it does. Okay. I can't really interact with anything else. Dude, I'm trying to hit this button. Thank you. All right. That's where we came from. That's the exits. Let's go to the back of the room. I'll get to the lion here in a second. Hourglass with red sand. An hourglass. Looks like the sand inside is red. Something's engraved on the top. It looks like a number 4. 4? What the heck does that mean? Well, given the purpose of most hourglass, I guess this means this is a 4-second clock. In other words, it'll take 4 seconds for all the sand to run through it after you flip it. An hourglass full of yellow sand. It has 11 carved into it. Cool. You think this does something? It looks weird, but I'm pretty sure they're just shelves. A set of shelves made up of 8 hexagons. There are triangles wedged in between the hexagons. A sofa. Seems perfectly normal. Is this a lion? Eating a sun. What's it got in its mouth? That's an image that shows up a lot in this place. It's some kind of button, right? Looks like you can push it. I can barely make it out, but I think there's something carved on the surface. A sun? Wait, so is the lion eating the sun? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. That okay? Yeah, whatever. Press the damn button. Whoa, the light's turned off. I guess it's a light switch. Well, that's a cool effect, I'm not gonna lie. Strange looking set of shelves. Hey, check it out. It's all lit up. Yeah, pretty colorful. Do you think it's a hint? Maybe. Okay, I was trying to see if I could put the hourglasses down, but I can't. Okay. These are from security cameras. I thought so. Hey, what about Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? You can see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. No Dio or K either. Might as well take a good look at it, though. Damn, nothing. I think we already know what's going on here, though. If we're not seeing anybody, no Dio, no Quark, nothing. Well, to be fair, these are all rooms before the white doors, so yeah, because that looks like the infirmary. That's the crew quarters. That's the lounge. That's the pantry, which we've never been in, but we've passed through. Like, we've never done the puzzle. That's the golem room. Yeah. I don't remember what this room technically was. I don't think we did the puzzles in there either. Then those are the warehouses and the elevator. So no, this doesn't show anything past the white doors. The chair simply exists. What the hell, dude? Okay, I'm not carrying anything specific. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, there's a reason to turn around and look. About to say, what the hell do I do? And then just turn around. It's like, here are all these letters. Pay attention, dumbass. Okay. I'm gonna write some stuff down real quick. I feel like I need to remember the color scheme. I don't know if I do, but you never know. Okay. I think everybody has enough reason to beat the shit out of Dio at this point, but more doesn't hurt. Like, I feel like these are how we access the console. Yes, I actually have that book on my shelf right now. Quite enjoyed it. I really hate that it does that I have to, like, actually hold this. All right, screw it. I'll just click on the stairs. Do you think these are the codes for particular chairs? Like, do you think that's how I get into the... think that's how I get into the red chair? Well, let's try it directly, because if I do have to make words out of it, I can try. They've already said anagrams do play a part in this, just with that first blood message. What was it? 2 Milkmen Go comedy or some shit like that? I truly hope that's not the case, because I kind of suck at... I've always sucked at anagrams, so... Just looking at my notes. Oh, okay. There we go. Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Huh, cakewalk. Sure. Did you see the icon? I see it. The one in the upper left corner. Yeah. So do I have to manipulate? Is there some way to manipulate the, If we need to do anagrams, yeah, thanks for that link. That will make life a whole lot easier. I freely admit I'm not good at those, so yeah, that is some help I will definitely take. All right. Take that. Can't really seem to do anything else with the computer. Green. Do we have a green one? We do. ADGB. Yep. That's identical to the last one, but okay. Same result as before. And another icon up in the corner. Okay. Change the colors to the correct ones by clicking the hexagons and triangles. Remember that you only have 4 moves to complete this puzzle. Okay. Oh, I need to try to get that pattern in what, the middle? Or just anywhere? Start with this. I would need to go up from here, right? No, that didn't work. Okay. I'm gonna still start with the middle. I don't like how those changed. I don't think this is gonna work either. Wait, what? Oh, you figured it out. I'm not entirely sure how. What the? Not bad. And my reward? Ha, nice try. Looks like Zero's got something for you, though. You mean this new icon? Right. Huh? What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. The one above, the one over your head. Oh, all right. I was you. It's not much of a sentence. It just says I was you. Well, now that I know that we actually... See, I actually thought the little pictures we were getting were to manipulate these over here. Like just pressing these, but... Nope. Turned out I needed to click on the computer screen, so let's go back. Which leaves me at a loss as to what to do with the, Yeah, let me click on it. Yeah, it leaves me as a loss as to what to do with the, hourglasses. I like starting at the middle, even though these are now the wrong color. Because they should be green. Eh? Hey! But that makes all those things purple. Or red, or whatever the hell you want to say. How do you like that puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Check your screen. You got a new icon. What are you doing? It's just like the other one. Look up. I was you, will be me. The hell? Okay, what was the yellow one? I didn't write that one down yet. SGD, Q, and Y. These are weird ass messages. Is this gonna actually disable the loop? Because if you remember when we were in our other ending, also let me go ahead and click on that. Nice, X3105. I wonder if what we're doing right now is disabling, because they said before that the cameras were on a fake loop when the people outside of the test facility were monitoring the situation. So I wonder if we're about to disable the loop and we'll see what the cameras actually show. Done. Oh, that's different. Good. That's all of them then. Oh, well done. Would it really kill you to take that disdain down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah. An icon. I don't know about you guys, but at this point I'd just be like, all right, Five, you so cocky about this shit. I'm gonna go sit on the couch. You do the work. Apparently you think you can. Is this icon supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Determine the value in seconds for each hourglass, then fill in the blanks. If the value is a single digit number, place a 0 before it. Okay, we already know the red one is 4. The yellow one is 11, just because of what was written on it. Zero 5 maybe? Let's just do this. You're not gonna tell me which ones are right, which ones are wrong? Huh. I don't know why we still have these files unlocked like that. Oh. I think that's 9. 11, I'd say the 11 comes to here. 13, 14, 15 maybe? So it is the number of like layers. Ha! Got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Yes, there is. Hey, look. The screen's changed. Oh, she knows everything. The heck is this? There's a different word on each one. I guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until they make a sentence. How? Oh, look at the screen underneath them. It's got the same words in 9 squares. So I'm supposed to use that console and move the words around. That'd be my guess. All right, let's give this a shot then. So it's I was you. Oh, okay. Well, this is clearly the end of the sentence. No, wait. No. Okay, basically, I know this isn't the right order. We know this is a sentence and this is a sentence. Like, we know these are tied together. Otherwise, why would that thing link them together? Okay, that's not right. I feel like we need more hints for this. Damn it, no dice. Get a hold of yourself. I'm discounting on you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Open up. Whoa, okay. You didn't tell me that before. Not all of the words are needed, however, the unneeded words should be erased. Does that mean I need to get rid of "she knows everything"? Because we didn't see these messages elsewhere. How do we erase it? Well, there's only one other thing we can interact with. Maybe you don't need some of these words. Yeah, I know. They just told me that. I wish they would have told me that the first time around. Maybe? This is the only other thing we can interact with here. Oh, crap. I have to go turn on the lights. All right. That's where the words were. Ah, okay. Yeah, can you let me interact with? Now you're not gonna. Thank you. I would have thought this would have worked. There's no check button. Oh. Can I? Oh, okay. Ah, just as I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed, though. Well, at least not here. Yeah. Take a look at the screens up on the wall. There we go. Good work, Sigma. I've been waiting for this. New safe password. I will not. Oh, that's right. I have to click on the console because it makes... Yeah. Come on. There we go. Oh, nice work. Look, the screen's changed. Yeah, it's a different password this time. Alright. I didn't actually memorize it, but yeah. I can still pull it up when we go over there. So what was the point of the hourglasses? Just to give me the numbers? That's it? Seems a little odd. Yeah, let's put in the password. I don't know why that one was still set up like that. Excellent, it opened. Gimme. Now we know in the very next room it's going to recap all this, so... Floor B, graffiti. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. Ninth, Claire refers to ninth, but seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps it's an anagram. Yeah. The hourglass displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use, except maybe for really impatient people. If you were at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance... Yeah, I've already flipped this 100 times. Technically, 100 times would only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds. But saying 100 times is much more dramatic and therefore much more likely to get a desirable response from the wait staff. And your food spat in. Gentle points. These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdoms is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. Old ladies escorted across the street times tops hats owned times puzzles solved times money given to gentleman tracking organization equals total gentle points. A small survival knife. It has myrmidons stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length 150 millimeters, base width 30 millimeters, base thickness 3 millimeters. There's blood on it, but whose blood? Several of the hallways on floor B use special locks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the doors. Yep. The law of cause and effect, specifically that a cause must precede every effect, and the quantum level. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the double slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is that in a sense you are influenced the past. By observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, and in a way altering the past. Normally, I would comment here that the quantum level is where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where shit gets unreal. Alright, Knox's 10 Commandments. Roland Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. The criminal must be mentioned early on. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. No more than one secret room or passage. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. Well, you threw that one right out the door in this one. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. That's another one you can throw out. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. The detective must not commit the crime. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. Uh-oh. Password. Star moon. Okay. It opened. So it did. Different image though. Yeah, we know what star rooms are. Star cards are. Yeah, it's one of the AB room cards. Well, I guess there are two of them actually. These are the star keys. And then we've got the same key as usual. All right, let's get going. I agree. Let's get the hell up out of this room. It says lock. I'm gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yes, of course I am. Get on with it. All right, here we go then. There doesn't need to be a countdown every goddamn time. It shouldn't bug me, but it does that there's a countdown every goddamn time. Yes,
I just realized something.
What? What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage.
Let's see if this will actually let me load. Nice.
Are you following me?
Yeah, we can see shit that's been recorded. Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something. And once you know what, you can start guessing how.
Yeah, pretty much, X3105.
Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
How's it feel? Wait, what the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah, it might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Which would explain why he would have purged it. Hey, what's this?
Want to open it?
Yeah.
It says Gollum status.
That should be the system log for those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Everything here's been erased, too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a
What is
second.
it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. I knew it. That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said that what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it.
Is he coming back?
Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cash. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever, just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. He just flat out dragged me.
interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah, we might be able to figure out who the killer is, maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, not like I really did anything. She's actually smiling that time and not in a creepy manner. We started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. They're dead. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. Uh-oh. I staggered, my balance gone. Hey, are you alright? What's going on? What? Why is she talking like that? You really don't look so good. Your skin's all pale. Maybe you should sit down for a minute. She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What's going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. Come on, say something. Are you there? Your eyes look kind of blank. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. Yep, it's the Radical 6. The hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. Why don't you lie down for a bit? I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. We about to stab ourselves again? I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure? That's good.
Yeah.
You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they got a lost and
Your
found.
sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
For now. Yeah, I think I might just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
I mean, to be fair, this whole branch hasn't really talked about Radical 6 very much. For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine, no more check-ins.
All right, cool.
Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
See you in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No, it's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's Kay.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is
I'll
left.
just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Sure.
After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah, about a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait, how do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah, if I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh, someone's coming in. Luna and Clover. Luna, is that Clover behind her?
Yeah, this is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now, you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? Oh no, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
See, kind of what I want to do now is the true ending. We escape. Everybody escapes, except we leave Clover and Dio in the bunker. And don't tell anybody they're here. Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio! He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Remember
Why?
what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. Dio's been lying constantly. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah,
I still think it's
so.
Clover. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right, now he's left. Again, I don't think Dio is somebody who would get his hands dirty directly. He's more the blackmailing and all that type. So I don't think, and it's a little too obvious. Oh, Dio walked in there. It's a little too obvious that Dio was the killer. Maybe he saw the body and was like, nope, fuck this shit. Stop trying to cover for Clover, X3105. She's a piece of shit in this game. Clover and Dio, they make a good pair. But Luna wasn't stabbed. That's the point, though. Luna wasn't stabbed. Alice was stabbed. Luna was injected in the neck. Yeah, Dio took the knife, but the knife didn't... Yeah. Yeah, I know Dio took the knife. I'm just saying. The knife didn't touch Luna, so I don't think Dio had anything to do with Luna. All right, now he's left. All right, now he's left, and it looks like he's left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise. The
Like
cyan
what?
door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. Ah, when he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, all right?
How they replaced the 5th point in the Nox rules. I don't remember what the 5th point was. Let's look. Yeah. Is that the one you were talking about? They've broken most of these though, which is why I'm kind of wondering, it's like, are we going to get a twin brother or double here in a second? I'm wondering how many of these they're going to break. Oh, is the 5th rule actually different? I don't know these rules. So I'll fast forward, all right?
All right. Should be around here.
I'm hoping Kay is a good guy. I like his personality at least, but we'll see where the game goes.
One sec. Okay. You should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. He's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha, Stahor. Okay.
We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. They both move out of frame. Clover exits the room. Now, I would say there's no way Clover could have the little injection gun because she has nowhere to keep it, but they have specifically said multiple times she was carrying stuff, including the injection gun, in one of her quote-unquote pockets. I'm not sure where the hell this fucking pocket is, but she has in other playthroughs, she has been carrying around the injection gun. Dude, at this point, the only pocket I can guess that she has is the prison pocket. Or her bra, fine, her bra could work too. Although the injection gun would look a little odd sticking out of her bra. They're not quite big enough to completely hide the injection gun, though, Helios. Now, what I think is going on here, and again, this is just a guess, obviously. I think Dio may have been coming in here to kill Luna. Okay, yeah, Atlas's are. I think Dio may have been coming in here to kill Luna, but because he had the knife, as we mentioned. However, I think she was already dead, and he's like, oh shit, fuck this, and just took off so nobody would catch him there. So I think he went in there with the intention to kill Luna, but she was already dead. Dio also immediately exits the frame, so he didn't spend much time there. So basically long enough to look at it and be like, ah, shit. Seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. Dio exits the room. Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. You know, that's the other thing. Maybe that's why. That's something we're not. I actually am not thinking about. What if Luna actually has the knife, and that's why? Like, because she was all scared and freaking out as Clover basically aggressively approached her. Maybe that's why Clover ran off panicky. Maybe Luna had the knife and pulled it on her. He looks at his bracelet. Better make time. Yep. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... I honestly don't think it's Dio. Dio is way too obvious. I'd have to say it's either Clover or Kay. Would be my guess. I don't think it's Dio. They're setting it up too much to be Dio. I really don't think it is. I'm gonna say it's Clover. To be fair, I could see it being Clover considering how much this game keeps altering her personality. Okay, why? Oh, it just opened up that link you sent me again.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
And that's one of my main reasons for thinking about that X3105 is she is the least consistent character in this game. Her personality jumps everywhere. You can always trust Dio to be an asshole. You can always trust Luna so far to be fairly quiet, easygoing, and basically ally. Everybody has been consistent. So far, Clover is the only one who hasn't been. Like, if this was Clover from the first game, I wouldn't say it was her, because in the first game, she was written better, and she was consistent. That is a good point, too, Helios. Kay was there way too long for killing someone. He could have killed her very quickly and then just left. Nobody else was in the room with him. That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that element?
Dio's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. That's a good point, too, Stahor. She was extremely paranoid, so she could have decided that Luna was zero. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the doors. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he never would have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are we supposed to get through without Luna? He didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. One, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely, though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her. That's a good point. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought, too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes, The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what.
And like I said, in our other playthroughs, the other branches, Clover did have the injection gun on her multiple times.
Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it.
There were actually 2 injection guns in the game, though.
Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
Possibly Helios, but I agree with the whole fact that Dio would have reacted more. He would have come up with a more elaborate lie to try to hide the fact.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Also that, Stahor, Dio at this point doesn't have a motive. Because, yeah, Dio has acted like an asshole multiple times throughout this, including the ending where, you know... Yeah, Dio's a piece of shit, but if you look at it, everything that Dio has done has been to help himself. Killing Luna doesn't help him in any way. Everything he's done has been to benefit himself. Like, he's never done something asshole-ish for no reason. That doesn't make him likable, and it doesn't make him a good dude. He's still an evil piece of shit. But he has a reason for everything he does. Oh, there's one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity...
Still unknown.
Okay, well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be. I don't really care if she is or not at this point. I really don't like Clover this time around.
I sure hope so.
I think you were... Yeah, I don't think there's a chance Dio's doing that, Helios, just because... I don't know. That would require him to be way more aggressive than he's actually been. And that would put himself at risk, because that would mean the more people he's trying to kill, get rid of and all that, the higher the chances are that someone's going to fight back, he's going to get hurt, or somebody's going to find out what he's doing. So no, I don't think Dio's doing that at all. No one's here.
Yeah. All right, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yep. Regardless, we'll know what happens as soon as we seize Dio's ending, which I'm not sure when that
You
shows
search
up.
rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Yes, a lot of the characters, I will agree with that, Helios. A lot of these characters are extremely stupid at regular intervals, but aside from Clover, everybody's also... Yeah, everybody's also consistent. Like, aside from Clover. And I really do feel like they basically just used Clover in every branch. It's like, okay, how can we justify some of the weird plot twists and turns in each branch? Oh, let's rewrite Clover's personality and character. That almost feels like what they're doing. It's weird. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. It's just this strange cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good.
Based on my experiences with huskies, isn't that every husky? I love the dogs, but my God. There's some pretty big drama queens.
There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Phi turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Well, the first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. So they were tied up so they couldn't get to the doors. Or handcuffed, whatever. Yeah, with my dogs, let's see. I'd say my German Shepherd is probably the most relaxed and laid back dog I have ever had. He'll go with just about anything. It's like, okay, it's time to take a bath. Just pops right in. Time to go for a walk. Pops right up. Yeah, he is so laid back about everything. And the Corgi is probably the most vocal and insistent dog I've ever had. But you are right. With 2 people, they should easily be able to break that pipe. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. Yeah, Clover's hand looks like it could just slip right out of that cuff. Honestly, so does Tenmyoji's. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. Aside from the fact that their bracelets are on the ground. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot. The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way. They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Again, not really.
Look.
Why?
See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
That doesn't make sense. Why is the... What? Why is the blood from them trying to get the handcuffs off down here? Okay. Apparently she was trying to get the handcuffs off by somehow bringing it up her arm. Was she gonna try to get it up her shoulder and then off her head? What the hell was she doing? So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Yeah, pretty much X3105. There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep. And why do you have scratches there?
Then the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected.
True, but the scratches look like they're in the exact same place as these ones, but on the other hand, yeah, it's... Yeah.
The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
Find
Yeah.
something? There a note written on the wall or something? Phi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A signed bracelet. This was Quark, so Quark is dead.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No, this can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma,
Yeah, focus.
calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope.
Yeah, if Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
There is a cure for that in this facility. You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he wouldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma.
That seems entirely against your personality as well, Phi.
Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough!
Slap me one more time.
Quark is definitely alive.
Uh-huh. Hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, doesn't make it likely.
He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
Well, I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Don't swallow these words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. There is a chance that he did die. And then, yeah, they used the defibrillator to bring him back. There's also the chance that he got injected with everything. The bracelet came off, and then they injected his ass with the cure for the tubo-cararine that we found in the other playthrough. So there is a chance, but it's not very high. But yeah, I'm also surprised, Stahor, the defibrillator still hasn't been brought up. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first. Clues.
What kind of
To
clues?
who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that. There is, unless the writing is very bad, there is a big flaw to this thinking. And that is, whether it was Kay or Dio, they would have taken the bracelet. Because Zero Jr. flat out said, or Zero the Third, flat out said that people with the bracelets can go through the door. Like, for example, when they went through one of the chromatic doors, they said someone else could go in that didn't actually trigger the door, but it would kill them once they were through because there was no way for them to, because they're not supposed to be in there. But what's going to happen with that bracelet? Oh, it's going to inject. Oh, wait, there's no wrist in it. Nobody's going to die. So if it was Dio, K, or somebody else, they would have taken the number 9 bracelet because every round the numbers are randomly, the numbers and colors are randomly shifted. So you want that bracelet. And Dio made a point of wanting the other bracelet. K knew, like, people are picking up and using bracelets. So the killer would not have left the number 9 one just sitting there. Well, number 9, yeah. Quarks. So yeah, that makes no sense. And yes, where did the dude get the cuffs? Helios. I imagine that's something that'll probably come up on one of the other paths, like when we go through one of the other rooms, because there's still like 5 rooms we've never even been in. Like, we never opened the safes.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything. I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
You think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Well, it's not like it's going to take you long to search her. Then after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
I also agree, if you're dying and bleeding, yeah, use your hand to write the name of the killer. Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
Well, that looks like it's trying to say is Dio. But yeah. It must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
Why is it written backwards, though? Well, okay, never mind. I know, yeah. What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere.
Flip it around.
It's no use.
Flip it around.
Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like
Anyway,
that.
these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
Yeah, it kind of bugs me that it's mirrored like that if she's the one who wrote it. (016), huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No, there's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
I don't know, Quark went a little insane, but I don't think he did it either. Damn it, this is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. Also, I think the old woman is Akane. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. The other reason I think it might be Akane is Tenmyoji, who we've pretty much assumed is Junpei at this point, reacted hard to finding that body. Nobody else, everybody else is like, oh shit, a body. It looked like it actually, like, the writing made it seem like it affected him like hard. So the footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect, but now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. That could be it too, Stahor, that it's a little less obvious in Japanese, the Dio name, but we'll see. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone, but I'm pretty sure it says Dio. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist, and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. It's gonna say to be continued, doesn't it? I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Phi, give me something, anything. A clue, a hint. Come on, you gotta have something.
The luminol. I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint.
So?
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean the rec room. Phi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. And I'm gonna get shanked or something right now. Or the Radical 6 is gonna hit me. If it does turn out that that is Dio in there, it's a rather... It's bad writing because yeah, it doesn't fit with his personality or his previous actions at all. So yeah. Based on the personalities and everything in this game, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like, you know, as bad as this is to say, as odd as this is for me to say, I feel like the writing was actually better in the first game. At least all the characters were consistent. Look at all the other bottles of luminol. Well, now. Well, you guys have been wanting to see Dio dead for a while. This is the second time we've seen Dio dead. And whoever swung that axe had to be strong as hell. How the hell did you get through that armor? Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. The robots did it, maybe. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say the two species of animals come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there's no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark.
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
There are a few theories. Quark was already suicidal because of Radical 6 and other playthroughs. They just mentioned previously that it could lead them to do feats of great strength. Incredible feats, so he could have. Also loving the puns, Stahor. On the other hand, when they were talking about species A and B, maybe Kay had his back turned, Dio hit him with the axe, and before he died, another incredible feat, Kay turned around and shoved a spear through him. Yeah, that basically, Helios, yeah. All right, then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
But you're also saying there isn't a 10th player and that it couldn't have been Quark. So, you can't have it both ways, lady. She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from each other. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. Two things, actually.
Oh,
Take a look at this.
she could, exactly, Stahor. I am kind of thinking that is it. Like, she has the human-looking skin over, like, a golem. A knife.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
Sticking out of Alice. This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters.
The
Wound
atom.
width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Alright, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words,
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound.
right.
So if they match, that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have
He
it?
must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed
That
Alice.
would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? You know what would be hilarious? It just occurred to me. If the knife was actually put there by Tenmyoji, and Tenmyoji, when he ran into... I know this isn't the case, I'm just saying. But the whole reason Junpei / Tenmyoji was hunting down, was like chasing after Akane, was because of all the shit she put him through. So when he found her, he just shanked her. I know it's not the case, but I would laugh my ass off if it was. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else. Don't you
What?
remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and... this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right? And now
Yeah.
Dio's got it. So
Yeah.
when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait, Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words.
I mean, we figured it out a long time ago, but Sigma's an idiot.
Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah, so that's it. It unlocks the suit, right? You know, honestly, I would buy Junpei hunting down Akane and shanking her. I'd buy revenge more than I buy the whole, oh, she was my childhood love, because let's be honest. Judging from Junpei's appearance, if Tenmyoji is in fact Junpei, we haven't received confirmation, but I think it's fairly obvious. He's been looking for that lady for like 40 fucking years, at least, looking at him. So it's like somebody you only knew for a short time as a child, and then who dragged you into a death game when you were like 18. And then after you helped her survived the death game. She basically didn't thank you, didn't say anything. She just went like, all right, fuck you, I'm out, and ran away with Santa. Why the fuck would you even look for her? Especially since we were only in that fucking ship for like 8 hours. Or however, 9 hours? Yeah, 9 hours. So there wasn't enough time to get attached to her for love. Like, oh, as an elementary school kid. Dude, you're not going to fall in love with a chick as an elementary school kid. Sorry, hate to break it to you. Not going to happen. At least not a romantic love. And 2, in 9 hours on the ship, how fucking desperate was Junpei? And then to spend like 40 years looking for her? Yeah, I don't buy that. Yeah, that always bugged me in that one. It's like, that should not be the case. That should not have happened. Like, and then, like I said, to spend 40 years looking for her? No. Yeah, it's just that whole part of the storyline where he disappeared to hunt her, to find her, and then spent like all of his life sacrificing having other relationships, sacrificing having his own family, sacrificing everything to find someone that he only knew as an adult for 9 hours, and then only knew for maybe like a year when he was like in elementary school or middle school. In middle school it was. Still, it's like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, enough ranting about that, even though, like I said, it bugs the shit out of me. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Phi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But... what was that sound?
It's no good. Can't get it open.
Maybe he's been tripping balls nonstop on the morphogenetic field and wanted it to stop. That too. See, that's an explanation I would accept. You know, and I don't know. Because the whole plot line of, you know, it was his first love, so he sacrificed his entire life to chase her. That tells me like it's a story written for pre-teens and early teenagers who believe that their childhood crush, their high school girlfriends, their high school boyfriends, whatever relationships are gonna be the long-lasting, everlasting love for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? We've all met those people. Like, that's the only way that story appeals to anybody, are those people who are like, oh, my, you know, person I met in high school, you know, fall in love, deep, deep love. And even though the odds are against it, we're going to be the ones that, you know, prove everybody wrong, and we're going to be together forever. It's like, yeah, I'll see you in a couple months when reality smacks you in the face really fucking hard. I know there are a few exceptions, X3105. There are. I'm just saying, though, in general, that's what this feels like. Like, that's the type of, like, Tenmyoji / Junpei's story. That's what it feels like is designed to appeal to, like, those people. Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it's shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder.
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
It's power armor. It's sounding like it, doesn't it, Star? She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes. So yeah, he really was basically wearing Terminator armor.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
Damn it, Kay. That's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah,
And does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed him to the sink?
we don't know yet.
Why
He
not?
might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died.
Okay.
It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this.
So is anybody else questioning why the rec room has like 10 bottles of luminol in like a mini fridge next to the pool table? Like, is there a use for luminol that I'm not aware of that requires it to be, that would be, make it useful in a rec room?
Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you gonna check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah, if Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. All right, do it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say, is that's all I could think, is that it was specifically put here for the death game, because otherwise it's like, it makes no sense for it to be in this room. Or have that many bottles of it in this room.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it. We've seen
Whose blood?
5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here.
Honestly, X3105, I'd be more scared if Space Marines were in more streamlined looking armor. Because let's be honest, I like my 40K, I like my Space Marines, let me put that out in front. But Terminator armor, Space Marine armor is super inefficient and looks downright silly at times.
I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean.
And the head part of a Terminator, X3105.
Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know.
I really hope it's not. It'd be way too fucking obvious.
The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps?
I do have to say, X3105, on the topic of the Terminators, I always found it hilarious that how exposed and relatively small Terminator helmets are. It's like, oh okay, why would you expose yourself that way? Because even a Terminator's even a space marine's a dead bastard for the most part if you take his head off. Yeah, basically, Sahur, yeah.
After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio,
All
then
of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Hey, Quark.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. I did always find that ridiculous. I was okay with it with the Emperor because it's the Emperor. He can do whatever the hell he wants. But the others, it was like, hey, dude, you might want to put something on. Oh, God, no, I don't prefer StarCraft armor. It's got the same issues I have with, like, Space Marine armor. Like, the only Primarch it makes sense to not wear armor, like wear a helmet into battle, is Russ, because, well, Russ is an idiot. Well, I guess Angron too, yeah. Let's see. But yeah, as for the StarCraft armor, the reason I'm more okay with the StarCraft armor is you can tell that's basically like an early, you know, they're not as established of an empire or history. They're not, you know, they don't have many millennia behind them. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Damn it, there's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office.
I would definitely hope so, Stahor.
That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all, then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot.
Who's left, lady?
It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Alright, let's go find his ass.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Sure. Do you know something I don't? Invisible helmets, Helios. Ah, the room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course, besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move. So is this going to be Quark's or Phi's ending? Because this is going on way longer after the last puzzle than like the other ones. Like if we look at the flow chart. Good God, there's still a choice coming up? Jesus. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
Yeah, don't fucking say, Fi. I hope it has one of those chairs. You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. Ugh. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
It's okay, Fi. He's a little slow. It's okay. Yeah, aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting
That
for
would
us?
make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
I agree, Fi. He doesn't, but he will. We've been in here. We solved all these puzzles. Huh.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting.
A sun?
Has a couple input fields for a user ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought.
That's a very specific user ID to just randomly pull out. Maybe she just slapped random keys, but I'm gonna write that down just in case.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues.
And she only commented about the password, not the user ID.
This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something.
Look at the thing in the corner.
Shall we?
Fi turned and head off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the... Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe. Memento mori. Remember death. That is not how Dio died. At all. There's no axe in him. We're running through multiple endings now. Here comes the morphogenetic field. I'm sorry, you think I... It showed me a bunch of bodies. Was it the names? Wait, what? It was no good. Let me look at the flow chart. It doesn't seem to be written anywhere in here. It's no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. There's a lot of icons. I can't actually go in there without actually replaying. Like, I can't go and look at anything in here without redoing his ending. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I don't have it yet. Okay, cool. To be continued. Oh, it's a lock. Okay, gotcha. That would definitely make sense then. Actually, it's not showing it as a lock. So I think it's telling me I should have it. I just don't. I just didn't remember what it was. Because, yeah, we were in this room in Junpei's ending, or Tenmyoji's ending. Nope, that's okay. I'd rather not any spoilers. I'm going to jump back over here and see if it is. Because we can skip. I appreciate it, though.
Results from please.
I think I might have to go back a little bit further than I did. I do, yeah. Yeah, this is his escape.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Oh, okay. So it definitely isn't here. So that probably means this is the true ending then over here. Okay, so we need the Sigma ending and the K ending first. Okay, well, we don't have either of those, so cool. All right, well, let's see. Where do we go from here? You guys knew it was coming. Yeah, I don't think it's the true ending either. The true ending is probably everybody surviving now that I think about it. I think the true ending is probably the one where we're on the ground dying from the bracelet. Everybody, I believe, is still alive in that one. We're the only one dying. You guys knew it. And remember, I got to do this twice, so we're just going to go with this one.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Hey, I don't like it either. I like Luna.
Please direct your attention to the results screen. Points. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet.
Okay, look, you know
points.
some of the endings are going to require me to betray characters we like, all right? Think about it this way. When we go down the K path, I'm going to have to betray K a couple times too.
Sigma, why?
I had no reason. I don't know.
You promised. How could you? Why won't you say something? At least give me an excuse. Say you wanted to protect everybody, or you slipped and hit the wrong button. Anything. I don't care if it's a lie. Just say something. I can't trust you anymore. Can I? I see. All right then. You did it so that you could get more points, right?
Well, you know, if Luna is crazy, this will probably trigger it. I wanted to say no, but I couldn't. She was right. I shut my eyes and turned away.
I trusted you. Goodbye.
Luna's face twisted as she spun away, but not before I saw tears glistening in the corner of her eyes. My heart sank into my stomach like a lump of lead. I'd lost something very precious. You barely knew her. God damn, what is with you people in this series? Like they say, trust takes years to build, but only a second to break. If only I could have taken that second back, but that was impossible. Life only moves in one direction, except in this game, and you only get to make your choices once. The past is the past, and it stays there.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey! Wait!
Now, we did see all this. Well, it's not gonna let me skip it. She muttered something under her breath and followed him. Something must have happened between them.
Tenmyoji, you're going to go look for Quark, right?
Yeah.
I want to help.
All right.
No thanks.
Really?
Much as I'd like to say that, I need all the help I can get. Think you can give me a hand?
Of course. Let's go.
I don't know how nice she is, though. I'm not entirely sure I trust her. Like I said, I have issues with characters in these games being quite this innocent looking. And she still has that one very suspicious thing against her. They headed off through the magenta door together. Clover was left standing by herself, brows furrowed and head down, deep in thought, so she didn't follow him this time. Then suddenly she stood up straight and took off through the cyan door. I turned and saw that only Phi and Kay were left. Where's Dio?
He went off toward the yellow door while you and Luna were talking.
He just walked out?
Yes. He did check the results before he left.
I bet he wasn't happy. If I had chosen Betray, he'd be sitting pretty with 9 BP now.
I imagine he would. Fortunately, Phi is much too clever for that. That was why I chose Ally. It was an easy decision.
But if you'd betrayed her, then you'd been able to get out of here.
Perhaps, but I made a promise to Phi.
A promise, huh? Were you really sure Kay wouldn't betray you?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot. I didn't really have a choice, though. The only option was to trust him. Yeah. Don't you think that's important? Trusting someone, I mean.
Eh. I actually do. But
All
only if
right.
they've earned it,
We
not
should go
just
and
a
look for
random
Quark, too.
stranger. Which all these people are. Which is why I think Sigma's attachment and freakouts with, like, you know, Luna is just boggles my mind.
Indeed. Best we split up, wouldn't you say?
We did say, and each one of us left for a different area of the facility. I took the magenta door. Phi went to the yellow door, and Kay took the cyan door. Yeah, we've never explored this room. But no matter how hard I looked, Quark was nowhere to be found. Eventually, I decided to head back to the warehouse. Ah, you found his ass, and he's not wearing a bracelet. Tenmyoji, what's going on? You found Quark.
Wouldn't be here if I hadn't.
Where was he?
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
What? Did I do something wrong?
You broke your promise to Luna.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You broke your promise to me like 5 times.
I don't like people who break promises.
Look in the mirror, motherfucker. You broke like 5 promises to me. There was no rebuttal for that. Oh, I'm glad you found him, you hypocritical bastard.
Ha! Oh, you got some balls saying that, acting like you give a shit about him.
I actually don't give a shit about him. Is he all right? He looks tired.
He's just sleeping. Seems somebody shot him up with some kind of anesthetic.
Someone? Who?
Hell if I know. And honestly, I don't really care anymore. Quark's
Why not?
safe. Now, all I have to do is get him out of here, and this'll all be over.
Wait, make it sound like you can get out right now.
Can. Didn't you see the results? Quark's PP is
9.
exactly.
So you're gonna have him pull the lever and open the number 9 door.
Of course, he's gonna need my help to do that.
But what about you? You've only got 4 BP. Even if you can get the door open, you'll...
3. Now, you're thinking if my BP is too low, then I'll just have someone with enough BP open the door, and I'll just slip through when it's open. Well, that's not gonna happen. If you think you can be sneaky, well...
Think I don't know that? Doesn't matter, though. So long as Quark is safe, then
My guard was down. I barely even saw him move. It wasn't until pain exploded in my stomach that I realized Tenmyoji had kicked me. Huh. I let out a strange sort of wheeze and collapsed to the floor. Blinking against the pain, I managed to find Tenmyoji again. He'd maneuvered Quark up to the number 9 door. Is there an ending where I can escape and leave all these bastards to die? Because I really like that ending. Stop. Tenmyoji. Moving made me retch, and before I could recover and call out again, he'd done it. Tenmyoji's hand pressed Quark's against the lever. He looked back at me over his shoulder. Because so far, all of these people are lying, hypocritical pieces of shit.
sorry. Door's almost open, so it's time I was on my way.
Yeah, no, we got dropped again. Tenmyoji, don't be an idiot. If you go through there, you'll...
Believe me, I know, but I gotta stay with him as long as I can. Couldn't live with myself if I just tossed him out there unconscious, you know?
Then stay here.
Can't do that. There's
Why
a
not?
killer here. It's too dangerous. I can't take that risk with Quark's life.
Watch Quark's a little serial killer. You're basically
The
just
number
freeing a murderer.
9 door. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
See ya.
Tenmyoji, wait. Don't do this. I don't really care if Tenmyoji dies. Tenmyoji. I'm not going to scream that because, again, I don't care if he dies.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends. Thank you. As the game is
All doors have been
escape
unlocked.
Please enjoy your stay.
That was how it ended. Had Tenmyoji died? Had Quark escaped? I didn't know. I laid my hand gently against my aching stomach and stared up at the ceiling. Faint approaching footsteps echoed through the warehouse. One of them was a killer. Whatever. It didn't matter anymore. I was never going to see the outside world again. Perhaps it would be better if I just let them kill me. I lay back and closed my eyes. There we go. That was pretty fast. Well, after Luna whined for a few minutes, she told Tenmyoji what Tenmyoji found Quark and opened the door to get Quark out of there. Even though Tenmyoji knew he was going to die when he stepped out of the bunker with Quark because he didn't have 9 BP. And when I tried to ask him questions, Tenmyoji ripped into me for breaking a promise to Luna because he's like, I don't like people who break promises. And it's like, that old bastard has broken every promise in every round he has made. Like every single one. So yeah, every game we've played with him, he has broken promise after promise after promise after promise. So yeah, it's like, it kind of annoys me that they're like, now he's all high and mighty. It's like, motherfucker. All right, so that was fast. So back up to this one. Oh, that's the branch. I thought it was another betray or... That is very strange. So up here was the betrayer ally with Luna, the first one. Well, we'll do that. We'll do the betray up here to Luna, the other one, next time, so we can go down this route. Because, yeah, this is Luna as well. It's kind of weird that... No. I know what'll happen if I press return. It's kind of weird that we have 2 other choices of people we can accompany, but there's only one branch. Like, one other branch. Like, the green door is where we went with... Alice. Do I? Because we could go with Kay. No, I can pick that one. It's just telling me I've already chosen the top one. So I still have these 2, but there's only one branch left on this storyline. So maybe I'm going to select one of these and they're like, no, you can't do it. So yeah, let's go with Kay. Alice, Kay, the blue door.
Right.
We should hurry.
It's just kind of weird because it's like, where would going through the red door take me? Would it jump? Would it throw me on one of these other branches? Would, like, all of a sudden it would... I think that's what it would do, actually. It would probably throw me over here. Ah, well. We took off toward the door to run. I glanced back over my shoulder to see the others heading for their respective doors. Phi, Dio, and Clover were headed toward the green door, while Tenmyoji carried Quark toward the red door, followed by Luna.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
This should give us a puzzle we've never looked at before, though, which is always nice. Wait, 3 doors?
It appears they are all locked.
Is this a dead end?
Nope, just pull the switch.
Looks like the thing next to the...
Does that lever move?
Only one way to find out. I do like that it remembers the choices I made, so it can gray out the ones like, you've done this, so you know how this goes.
Well, that was easy enough.
You know, I'm going to try something real quick, because I'm very curious. Let me go ahead and save. so we can jump back to this exact point. I really want to see what the flowchart does if I do pick the red room. I'm just very curious. We'll come back and play through this one specifically that we just did, but I'm very curious what happens. Alice and I will take Clover and go through the red door.
I cannot allow you to do that.
There we go. God damn it, Kay. We don't have time for this.
Choose a different door, please.
He stood in front of the red door, solid and immovable in his metal armor. I didn't think I could force my way past him, and I knew I didn't have the time to try. That's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Okay. So there's no reason to even click on that, so yeah. And we're going through the blue door.
Right.
We should hurry.
All right.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
So yeah, really one wasn't a choice. All right, well, now we know. We can ignore that whole branch.
It appears they are all locked.
Is this a dead end? It look.
Does
Only
that
one door in this branch we have not opened. We've been in the rec room. Actually, we've not been in the bee garden, have we?
Well, that was easy enough.
It only opened the door on the right, though.
We are likely meant to go there.
How do we get the other doors to
I have
open?
no idea. There do not seem to be any other mechanisms which might cause them to unlock.
I don't think that's really something we should be worrying about right now. We have a door that's open, we should go through it.
You are correct. There is little to be achieved by remaining here.
Yeah, I don't think we've been to the bee garden. Forward it is, then. All right, I guess. Best pairing so far, two sane people. On the surface, yeah, they do seem sane. So we get to finally play around in this room. Cool. What is this place?
The rec room, apparently. Oh, you didn't see it. There was a plate on the door. It said rec room, as I recall.
Lady, you need to stop being so condescending unless you're going to solve some of these damn puzzles your damn self.
Short for recreation, one might assume. How ironic. I doubt recreation is foremost on any of our minds right now.
Okay, the pool and darts I get, but what's with all the suits of armor? Seems kind of weird.
If you think the armor's weird, check that thing out.
Is that a ride?
Yeah, I see them in front of grocery stores all the time. You put a coin in and it kind of rocks around. You must have gone on one at least once when you were a kid.
I have no memory of doing so, but it is possible.
Does this thing mean there were kids here at some
No,
point?
I don't think so. I guess it's part of someone's collection.
That seems like an exceedingly odd thing to collect.
Man, somebody tore the felt, you bastards. So this place has a lounge, some sleeping quarters, and now this rec room. It's like we're on some kind of luxury cruise liner.
Now that you mention it, it does give the impression that people are supposed to stay here for an extended period of time. They have a small but well-stocked infirmary. Anyone here would be able to treat at least minor injuries and illnesses.
So you think this room is to help people keep from going out of their minds with boredom?
Yes, relaxation is important in an isolated environment.
Yeah, the cruise liner. Caught that. Everything anybody needs to live without leaving. Jesus. I guess they're planning to keep us here for a while, huh? Well, that's not happening.
I agree. Let's just find those moon card things and get out of here.
Ah, there's a door over there.
No good. Won't open. Looks like it's locked up tight.
In other words, the moon cards must be in this room somewhere.
K is how you write a proper Mechanicus character. You know? Yeah. Right then, let's find him. Like, I think out of all the characters right now, the two people's endings I am most interested in seeing are Kay and Luna. Kay, because I really want to know, both of them actually have the same reason. I really want to know if they are as nice, innocent, and helpful as they make them out to be. You know what I mean? Because with Kay, even though he broke his promises and basically left us all in here, he did leave to go find help for Quark. Was his open, with his, at least that was his reasoning to the rest of us, what he said. Whether it's true or not, we still don't know, but, so I'm really curious. Bastards damaged this thing. Pool table, huh? It looks so as though a piece of the felt has been torn off. This hurts me. Yeah, this. The ball retrieval slot. Yeah, it's where the balls that go into the pockets come out. Yeah, so what's the deal with the screen over the pool table? I think it's a scoreboard. Oh, give me this. Huh, I wonder why this felt this damp. Presumably because it's been soaked in something. Looks like these are all the same thing. Do you think we're supposed to pick the right bottles or something? I hope not. They all look basically exactly alike to me. I love playing pool. I, used to have a pool table, and when I don't have a pool table, I go play pool at least once a week. Yeah, well, at least. Usually once a week. Sometimes I'll go like 2 weeks between games, but typically not. I love the game. Then just take whichever one you want. This says luminol. Then it must be luminol spray. It reacts with certain things such as blood and glows with a very faint bluish white tinge. It's often used in forensic investigations. Huh, what are we supposed to do with it? Maybe you could spray it on the pool table. The pool table? Why? When I was examining it earlier, I noticed a few areas where it looked like something had been wiped off. Do not spray that shit on the pool table. If it was okay, I know we have to, but still. Are those pool balls? They look rather odd, though. Aren't pool balls usually painted a variety of colors? These appear to all be white, though they are numbered. We might as well try using them with the table. Yeah, I used to, like I said, I used to have my own. That was years ago, though, before I had to move and I no longer had room for it. And then after that, I would just go with friends once a week, sometimes a bit, sometimes a little less frequently, but that was pretty rare, to like the pool halls we have around here. Although now I drive farther to go to the pool halls because the city I'm in, the pool halls are basically dive bars that are pretty fucking nasty and the pool tables are in shitty condition. So I drive to the town I used to live in where there's a really nice one. What's this supposed to be a picture of? They're those balls from that kid's show, right? No. If you collect 7 of them, you get a wish. There's more than twice that here. Oh, then it's a set of billiard balls. Then, look, I think it's probably a hint. Just grab it and bring it with you. An automatic scoreboard, huh? Nice. If we had some darts, we could play a game or two. No. The town I used to live in is like a half-hour drive from where I'm at. Well, yeah, about a half hour, 45 minutes. Depending on traffic and the route. Okay. Does this explain how darts work? Apparently, I wonder if these are instructions for the dart scoreboard here. Are these the rules darts normally use? Yeah, if I could do that to play pool weekly X3105, fly across the country, I wouldn't need to go to a pool hall. I'd already have a place where I could put another pool table. I have no idea. Isn't darts just a way to flirt with girls? The hell? I guess some people use it that way, but darts is a legitimate and dignified indoor sport for gentlemen. What, where you compete to see how many girls you can get? What the hell happened to you? I do like playing darts as well. I suck at it though. I'm not that great with that. All right, let's keep looking around. We already looked over there. There's the safe. That's actually new right there. Hold on. Oh, the light. Cool. For the luminol. Yeah, okay. Looks like this extension cord is plugged into the ride, but I'm not sure why. What do you mean? It's probably there so the ride can get power. That's not what I mean. There's way too much slack. Doesn't it look like the ride's power cable is long enough without the extension cord? Let's take the extension cord with the cable with us. Don't forget to plug the ride back into the outlet. Yeah. This was connected to the Zero Junior ride. It's got a pretty long cable on it. While I can hit the board when I play X3105, when I play darts X3105, I can hit the board. But I couldn't tell you where I'm going to hit the board. It basically, if I hit a good spot on the board, it's 100% luck. Yeah. I think I'm aiming for a spot on the board. I end up hitting something else entirely on the board. It's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, complete luck for me. It looks like this box is connected to the ride somehow, but why? I can't say for sure, but don't rides often require payment in order to run? Yeah, but I don't see anywhere to stick a coin. Have you looked closely at the lion? There seems to be a slot in its mouth. All right, so there's that. Oh. There's a round indentation inside this frame. Perhaps something round goes into it. It don't say. The darts. Huh? Why won't it open? There's something in there, but we can't take it out if it doesn't open. And something else we have to put in. Another indentation. Can I do something with this? The frame cover is locked. I can't get it open, so this red button does nothing. Okay. Oh, how nostalgic. This is a jukebox. It plays an old form of music media known as a record. With the push of a few buttons, you can listen to your favorite songs. Looks like it's not plugged in. There's an outlet over there, but I don't think the cable is long enough. Gee, if only we had an extension cord. It won't reach? Doesn't look like. Guess we can use the we can't use the jukebox right now. Wait, Sigma, I think you've got the solution right here. Indeed, you could. You might say extend the reach of the jukebox's cable. Now get to it. Bossy ass. Honestly, though, I find Alice's attitude less grating than, what's her name? Vi. If I connect this extension cord to the power cable, then I plug it into the outlet. So what you're saying, Lord Lucifer, is that Alice is wrong. Nothing happened. Why don't you hit it? A little damage might make it more flexible. What the hell kind of logic is that? If being locked means it's working correctly, then it's not working correctly. It won't be locked. Nope. If we break it completely, then we're boned. What an astute observation. All right, so we need more information. So we need to find some coins now. Okay. There's a triangle in the middle of the circular button. I'm gonna push it. The suit of armor swung the weapon it was holding at the other suit's shield. And push. The suit of armor swung the weapon it was holding at the other suit's shield. There's something in there. What's up, Stahor? Nice. I wonder if it'd be the size of a full-size pool table. One of my friends has a similar, well, concept. In his basement, he has a pool table, but he got a pool table that has a sliding cover to go over it, like hardwood cover like that. And he uses it, or used to use it, for $40K. Good God, that is too flimsy to be worth $8,000. I don't care if it is a built-in pool table. That is some flimsy ass material on the rest of it. Somebody was smoking crack when they priced that shit. That basically looks like someone combined like an IKEA table, like just a basic IKEA table with a minimal pool table insert. There is no bloody way in hell. All right, well, you have something in here I want. Is this guy holding a shield with glass on it? Hey, it doesn't look like there's something under the glass. Yeah, hard to tell what it is from here, though. We can't get to it as long as it's covered in glass. Oh, you're just gonna give me the axe. Ah, a labrys. Perhaps I should just call it an axe. In any event, it is a European weapon with a bilaterally symmetrical blade. Okay. No, I want that back. I want to smack your shield with it. Oh, no. This is a spear. More specifically, it is a charging spear for the use from horseback. Even more specifically, it is a lance. You see how the tip is pointed? As you may have surmised, it was used primarily as a piercing weapon. Hey, this dude's got something in his shield I want. Thank you. Oh, the shield. The glass is broken. You can get that thing on the shield now, right? Yep, let's grab it. I know what it is, but I know this game makes me click on some of this stuff before I can use it. You know what it is, right? It's like a screwdriver. Oh, God damn it. Also, give me this. I would love to keep the axe. Ah, a pool cue. Why was a suit of armor holding a pool cue? Perhaps it's not an ordinary cue. The butt end is a little weird. It's got a hexagonal hole on the tip. Oh, does it? That we removed from the Allen wrench, yeah. I can't get the wrench back out of it, though. Perhaps the wrench is part of it now. If it is, that makes things easier for us. That's pretty cool, though, Lord Lucifer. How so? Well, look at it. Doesn't it look like a tubular key? I think we can use this to open the lock. Or the next time Tenmyoji thinks he's gonna kick us in the stomach. Hey, can I have this? No? No, but I want this now. Can I have the axe back? No. Can I give you the spear? Now I can't have the lance back. That sucks. See, the only place I've seen that particular lock All right. Give me the coins. All right, here we go. Give me the coins. It opened. Then let's take a look inside. Thank you. You know, I was all excited about finally being rich after we found these in here, but they don't look right. I agree. The markings are strange. I have a feeling that they only work on this ride. It seems likely. In any event, we may as well take a few of them. Yeah. Oh, are we planning to put a coin in there? Yeah, figured if we put a coin in there, maybe it'll start up, right? Okay, I'll just drop a coin in and... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Why the hell are you riding it? Nice. Look at me go. I can't watch this. I can. There is no God. Hey, Sigma. Alice. She's waving at us now. Alice, what's going on? I'm scared. I'm not watching. This isn't happening. Everything is fine. Huh? What was that? It seems to have taken a picture. Hooray. Oh, God, Kay. Ah, that was delightful. Now, where's the photograph? Ah, there we are. Excellent. I give this to you as a memento of our time together, Sigma. I don't really... Just holding it makes me feel wrong. Now, that's hardly necessary. Yeah, I mean, seriously, let his ass have fun. I'm coming around to that, yes. Well, that's a handsome fellow there, isn't it? I would have very much liked to give these out to the others, but it seems I can't print anymore. Terribly disappointing. Oh, wait. There's something written on the back. Z9D1. I wonder what that means. That was amazing. Oh, yeah, I gotta put a coin in. Pretty clear where I put this stuff now. Okay, now to put a coin in. Z9, right? Alice is just pretending nothing's happening. There's a gold record sitting in the jukebox. Gimme. Hey, looks like someone's gone gold. I don't think it's actually gold. Do I not need to put more coins? Okay. Give it to me. Now. I believe this is how we're going to get the darts. Also, I'm aware I have not clicked on the thing up in the deer head. I'm willing to. What's the other combo? Yeah, I can try one, see if we get a song. Means it's unlocked. Yes, give me the darts. What's this thing? It's a box with darts in it, isn't it? Yeah. The case for darts. There are 3 things in there that look like darts. They don't have tips, though. Just the shaft and fletching. Looks like there's some kind of picture inside the case. Have you noticed these markings on the lid? We can worry about that later. Right now, I think we should focus on making complete darts. I am very much enjoying Kay's character right now. Nothing comes out. Yep. My God, this deer must have phased halfway through the wall and then gotten stuck. How horrific. That's just a mounted head. It's a decoration. Ah, I did think it had extraordinarily long legs. Okay. Okay, well, let's go back to the pool table. Ah, looking at your piece of felt, I see. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to fit into this bare spot. And there. I hate you guys for doing this to a perfectly good pool table. Now to spray this table with luminol. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go with that. The pool tables are both expensive and fun and should be treated right. All right, so we have the pool balls now. All right, what am I supposed to do with these white balls? Maybe you need to drop them into pockets on the pool table? Place each of the 6 balls into the correct pockets in the following order: A, B, C, D, E, F. Specific balls must go in specific pockets. For instance, ball A would need to go into pocket A and so forth. Drag each ball to the desired pocket. It was meant to be abused. It was made out of glass. Clicking the yellow triangle to allow you to switch which ball group is displayed, either 1 through 8 or 9 through 15. All right, let's give it a try. Besides, I don't care much for the shields. All right. Chill out, dogs. Give me 1 second, guys. One second. Sorry about this. And the answer is no. The shield is meant to be smacked, a pool table is not. So let's go. A, B, so yeah, that is where F is. But it's not working. Check the balls again. Oh, is that what's going on? Okay. Oh, good God. 1 second, guys. Son of a... Yes, it was. And apparently it was just another package being dropped off. Ah. Okay, I want to finish this room at least before I end the stream. So... okay, is that what's going on? So we know so far I'm doing all right with this. Because we're getting the order all right at first. So I can just continue until I get to this. How I've been going. Honestly, I could probably brute force this puzzle, but it'd take a while. Okay. So... So if I'm going off the color hint earlier and it needs to be a striped, I would need a 9 for F. But it's saying no again. Oh, okay. So I'm getting it. Okay, no, I got it. Okay, so I took a picture of the poster, so let me look at this. Okay. Looking at the poster now. I think the next one has to be ball number 2. E has to be green. So it has to be 6. And then F has to be yellow, striped. So it does have to be number 9. There we go. Yeah, I assume it does. That was easy. You see down there? What is this? It is the tips of the darts. There's something inside. Why don't you take it out? Sounds good. I'll just hang on to this then. Are those chili peppers? Yes, I believe these are varieties known as the Hawk's Claw. No. Alice, please try some. I'm not eating that. I don't care what kind of claw it is. Or even looking at them, these are obviously dart tips. I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. They look like peppers to me. Do you know what soft darts are? They use plastic tips instead of metal ones. Oh, is this where the safe password comes from? Okay, so we have the dart we have the dart thingy. I never took a picture of that one either, though. So before we do, have to look at the dart casing. Oh, okay. Score 91. It's got 3 images of darts and targets. One's red, one's blue, and one's green. It says score 91. I wonder what it means. And the arrows, okay. So red to blue, blue to green. All right, well, let's do this thing first. Okay, so to get 91, I assume we're playing multiple games. Oh, they're greater than, okay. Oh, psh. Get a score of 91 with 3 darts. Keep in mind, however, the score for each area must have a specific relationship to the other scores. Toss a dart into each area to reach the correct point value. To throw a dart at a particular area, drag and then release the dart onto the area where you would like it to land. Oh, okay, well, there's 33. So we need to get to 91. Okay. That's a times 3? 27. No, I messed that up. 81, so I'm 10 off. Okay. I feel like that's like, I'll try it, but I feel like that part of the picture was more for the, I can't look at it. I think that was more for the gold thing, but let's, yeah, I'm willing to try it. So we got to reach in, yeah, okay. No. 40, huh? Okay. $60? Is there a way to get 31? I don't think there is. No. I like starting with the 40. Oh, wait. Six. Well, that's how we get 11. Okay. So we need a 40. Where did I get the 40? I already got the 40. So I need another 40. Can I get another 40? No. Start with the 40. Okay, so now I just need 18. That's 27, not 18. Maybe aim down here. There we go. Good work. Looks like you got it. Well done. Look, the screen has changed. Yep. Cool. All right. So like you said, the greater than button. Okay. And I assume the score. So we have to go to the highest score of red. It's a 33. There's only one square I can think of that gets a higher number, and that's this one. But we'll see. Well, I haven't been actually doing the math. 17 times 2 seems to be the highest red. There we go. Okay. And then we need 24. Okay. Yeah, I did. Looks like it worked out. The screen changed. Thanks for the help there. I probably would have gone with, like, just glancing at the arrows. My first thought would have been just to go in that order rather than, like, the size of the numbers. So that helped out. Thanks, guys. Did I get the code? There it is. Because, yeah, the whole greater than thing wouldn't have registered for a little while. At least not at first. Maybe longer than a little while, honestly. I feel like I just did that the wrong way. Yep, I did. Ha! Piece of cake. All right. Archive. Let's look at the secrets that will just be revealed in the next room anyway. Fourth intercostal left between the fourth and fifth ribs on the upper left chest. Stab wound caused by a knife. Wound clean and continuous. The wound margins are consistent with the stab wound. Wound angles, one sharp, one blunt, is consistent with a knife wound. Yep. Wound cavity, depth, length. Yeah, we had Phi told us all of this. Not to be confused with a coroner is a government official who assists law enforcement by investigating the causes of death and dealing with the paperwork and logistics surrounding corpses. It can also be used colloquially to refer to someone who performs these duties, whether or not they are actually employed by the government. Autopsy. An autopsy is a post-mortem surgery. It is also super gross. Luminol is an organic compound with chemical formula C8H7N3O2. When mixed with a hydroxide salt and hydrogen peroxide, it will glow blue when it comes in contact with blood and certain other substances. This property is made a useful tool in criminal investigations where it can reveal blood stains that have been cleaned up. Keep this in mind the next time you're contemplating how to deal with the neighbors listening to death metal at 3 in the morning. Oddly aggressive there all of a sudden, game. Bracelet. At first glance, Kay's bracelet seems different from the others. Specifically, it appears to be attached to his suit. This is a familiar scene. The bracelet is attached directly to his wrist with the face looking out through a hole in his armor. Just like the other bracelets, it will only come off when he escapes or when his heart stops beating. A memory condition where the sufferer retains knowledge such as language, social common sense, and so on, but memories of their own past and personality disappear. Its cause is usually psychological, but in rare cases, it can be caused by serious head trauma. Kay suggested that an extremely painful breakup may have been the cause of his condition, but generalized amnesia usually requires a much more powerful trigger than breaking up with someone. In fact, a painful breakup often has the opposite effect. You want desperately to forget, but find that to be impossible, which leads to all sorts of other mental disorders, or so the person sitting behind me says. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the key. Let's see. I didn't need to click on that, but I can come up here. Yeah, I can see that X3105. All right, it opened. I've had neighbors like that too. Now, shall we collect our spoils? First, a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the lounge said floor A. Yeah, we know maps, guys. We know maps. We've seen these before. We know how the cards work, yes. I hate that they explain this every time, but I understand because the game doesn't know what order you're going to go through these at, but still. And the last prize, a key. This must be for the exit. Now we can leave. Okay. What are we waiting for then? For me to damn well want to go through the door. Jesus. All right, so yeah, I think this is going to be, I am all out of time for today's stream. So I think we're going to cut it here. At least we're not going to be cutting it in the middle of a conversation like yesterday, which I still apologize for. But yeah, this seems like a good spot. We're not in any big story moments. We just finished the puzzle, so we can dive right into the story again tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys have a good day. Also, thanks for the help on these puzzles.